ground game in an on-campus setting. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Griffin. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Trojans offense. Spot here thanks to that return. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Finds room at the 30. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Second down after that short completion. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid.
Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Defense is coming after him. The throw complete to the running back underneath.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that BAMA uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Receiver makes the grab, They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's third and goal.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a third.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Now the try here for the extra point.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Griffin. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Trojans offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's DeMarco. Caught quickly. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back to just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Launching one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, tie. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Troy offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's DeMarco. He's running out of time here. Pass ball is incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation? That hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the flag. It's offensive PI. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama! Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Troy offense back on the field now. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Hands off to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grab made by the tight end. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Hand off to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pass rush closing in. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The pocket breaking, and the result is going to be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it cost you 2 points.
And the Trojans offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway give the offense the football at the 46. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Eludes a tackle. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Looking to throw on third and goal. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Troy offense back out there. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Running out of time in the pocket. The ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And it's taken at the 45. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back to pass. It's DeMarco. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick throw testing the middle. Touchdown, BAMA. This passing game is still on fire. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner trying to create good field position. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Troy offense back on the field now. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
Let's go!
To the air. It's DeMarco. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown. Tied.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to...
Looking for a deep completion. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Got to say I'm a little puzzled here. I don't know what they're seeing that we're not seeing. They send the field goal team out here now. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Griffin. Look at him run through those tacklers. Run down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. And the Trojans offense back on the field. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They've got him down out near the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Now it's second down here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up the third down play.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. and he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
And he's finally tackled at the 3, defense getting pushed backwards. Yeah, the coach may have some explaining to do. I'm not sure what the thinking is sending out the field goal unit here. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Bringing it out. It's Griffin. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Will take over.
Here comes the Troy offense back out there. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Gives it to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Handoff running right. Hard running there, breaking tackles. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Gotta say, I'm a little puzzled here. I don't know what they're seeing that we're not seeing. We send the field goal team out here now. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The returner tackled right there. That's when they start the drive. The Troy offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Handed off for a draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the returner is tackled, and that'll do it for the 3rd period. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Trojans offense back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Caught on the outside. It's Griffin. A completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. When he's got some space here. Turner, one down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's